What is Hamas, and why is it fighting with Israel in Gaza? Hamas gunmen launched an unprecedented assault on Israel from the Gaza Strip on 7 October, killing 1,200 people and taking about 240 hostages. The Israeli military responded with airstrikes on Gaza and launched a ground offensive. More than 16,200 people have been killed in Gaza, according to the Hamas-run government. Fighting resumed last Friday following the end of a 7-day temporary truce, during which Hamas released more than 100 hostages in exchange for 240 Palestinians in Israeli jails. What is the goal of Israel's military operation in Gaza? Israel Defense Forces IDF warplanes have been carrying out strikes across Gaza while its troops move through the territory. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Israel has a clear goal of destroying Hamas's military and governing capabilities, as well as freeing the hostages. He also declared that Israel would have overall security responsibility for the Gaza Strip for an indefinite period after the conflict. Israel later said it has no plans to reoccupy the territory. Israel has drafted 300 reservists for the operation to boost its standing force of 160,000. Why has the Gaza ceasefire come to an end? Bowen. U.S. sets clearer red lines for Israel as ceasefire ends. What is happening on the ground in Gaza? The IDF says it has struck thousands of targets belonging to Hamas, which Israel, the UK, US, and other Western powers class as a terrorist organization. It also says it has destroyed hundreds of tunnel shafts built underneath Gaza. Hamas has claimed that its tunnel network stretches for 500 kilometers, 310 miles. A number of hospitals in the north were caught up in intense fighting, along with the Jabalia refugee camp. Who are the hostages, and how many have been freed? During the 7 October attacks, Hamas took about 240 hostages, who, it said, were hidden in safe places and tunnels within Gaza. Israel said more than 30 of the hostages were children and that at least 10 were aged over 60. It also said about half of the hostages had foreign passports from 25 different countries. Under a deal brokered by Qatar, a pause in the fighting began on Friday, 24 November. During the 7-day truce, 105 hostages were freed, in return for 240 Palestinians who had been held in Israeli jails. The hostages included 78 Israeli women and children, 23 Thai hostages and 1 Filipino, 3 Russian Israelis.